Police court.
When?
Ma'am, if you could pull up there you go. For the record, could you state your name, please?
Renequa Williams.
Now, you're gonna have to speak up and you're gonna need to spell your name for the court, please.
Renequa Williams. Renequilwilliams.
Did you get that? Miss Williams, is this your son here?
Yes.
How many other children do you have?
4.
4 kids. And where does he fit in the 4?
He's not second.
Your second?
Yes.
Okay. Where did you raise your kids? What city? Port Arthur? Were you raised in Port Arthur?
Yes. Like long after.
And was it in the same neighborhood? You've been here during the trial and this incident happened on 11th and Liberty. Somewhere around there?
Yes, we resided with my uncle there. That my mom's brother and Stephen and Stefan, my 2 oldest sons. Sometimes when I need help, I ask him to keep them for me, to have a male figure in their life.
Well, hold on a minute. Hold on. Did you used to live at one time at 11th and Liberty? And was it a tan house?
Yes. I don't live there. Just.
I'm going to show you what has been marked as State's Exhibit 19, Ms. Williams. Is that the house?
Yes.
That's where you live?
Yes.
Who lived there with you?
My uncle, his wife, and myself, my 2 boys, and my twins, and my sister came afterwards.
Stefan?
Yes, Stefan.
So that's probably the reason why y'all picked, or they drove back to that area, because that's where they kind of lived at one time. You realize that the jury came back and said that Stefan is responsible for Jacoby's death.
Yes.
You're a mom.
Yes.
How would it make you feel if your child was shot and killed?
We wouldn't be able to breathe.
Would be kind of hard, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Did Stefan have any kids?
No.
Where did he go? Where did he go to school?
For the most part of his elementary, when he preschool, he went to Wheatley for a little while before Hurricane Rita. But most of his elementary, he went to the Queen Elementary, right, not too far from the house. And after they was removed, his other uncle was raising him, and he went to Terra Elementary School, and he also went to Thomas Jefferson Middle School, and a few days in it.
One thing I didn't hear was high school.
No, sir. He was never able to go to high school. I believe his 8th grade year, he went into custody. He went to military boot camp.
And then he eventually ended up 2 months in. And this judgment is for a determinate sentencing, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
You said that he lived in certain places before he was removed. What do you mean by removed? Were your kids taken away from you?
Yeah.
And how old was Stefan?
It was
9? And were all your kids removed?
Yes.
Did you ever get the kids back?
They thought to come back. It was a miracle that they was at come back. Because it doesn't that idea, right?
Stefan's dad. Where's he?
Where's he from?
Yeah.
He's at work.
Was he around to raise them?
No, he right before, I guess a year before they was taken from me, he was sent to the federal prison.
What did he go to federal prison for?
Selling drugs.
Just before they were removed, just before he was 9?
Right?
Just before he turned 9? Because you said 9 was when he was
Yeah,
removed.
7 must have been like 7. I don't think it was quite 8 yet.
Did you all ever live together as husband and wife?
No.
Did he ever pay you child support?
Well, he's paying back child support now.
Or back then, was he paying any child support?
You know, by the time he came home, Stephen and Stefan, well, Stephen was home, but Stefan was gone.
Okay.
And the oldest was pretty. I mean, Steph, they was kind of older. I really didn't. I don't think I had the twins. He had to come home and fight for my twins.
Okay.
So he actually had custody, but he gave it to me. So
So I guess my question is that when Stefan was living with you, did you receive child support? Did dad help them pay for their upbringing?
no, I took care of.
You took care of them. Were you working when you were raising your kids?
Yes, I worked.
Where did you work?
Uh,
What kind of jobs?
Construction at the end. I was
Okay.
working construction at the end. Yeah. I was mostly to revoke my probation. And when I came back after doing 13 months, I had a red flag, so I couldn't get a tweak or go back into the flag at that time.
Okay. Did Stefan ever work that you know of?
Yes, he worked at it wasn't a plant, but it was construction work right before this incident happened.
So when he had gotten back from
With
this, he worked construction? And was he living with you? And was he helping support you and him and the family with whatever he did?
Yeah.
Did you know Jacoby and Chan and Charles? Did they all were part of the? You realize that it was supposed to be a fist fight
Yes.
and it turned bad really fast. You saw the videos.
Yes.
How did it make you feel? Knowing that somebody was killed.
It was a horrible feeling. Just the fact that my boys and their best friends was back period, not only that. Um, it's just heartbreaking because it's not only we lost Jacoby, you know, our family is supposed to be tied together because my niece has a daughter with Charles, you know, and it's already been bought me getting my kids back in my life and out together with us, and then it's like it is, you know, it's all devastating. I mean, not just in one era, just period. You know, these babies was when I say close like brothers, you know, before Stephen and Stephen can come home and do their chores and homework because they had that to do. Jacoby was the first one to knock over the door. And himself, I used to call him my boyfriend. You know, he was so sweet, you know, and him and Stephen was like this. This never should have happened, you know. And the.
Now, do you say that your daughter has a child with Charles,
My niece, my sister, daughter,
your sister's daughter?
yes, they, daughter is my great niece.
Okay. You know he has to be punished. And you're all, I mean, they were all friends and basically got along. I mean, they fought, but nothing like this, did they?
Never, they never had a fight coming up. I don't even recall them having an argument like we did, like me and my siblings, or me and my cousins. I mean, we fought, they never had that type of quarrel coming up.
That's wins.
Let me get some of the family dynamics. I know your name and you've told us the jury. I heard you use the name Stephen and you've also used the name Stefan. Stefan, thank you. Those are two individuals that are different in your family, right?
My two oldest sons.
Okay, so your oldest son is Stephen?
Yes,
How old is he?
26.
And this is
Stefan,
Stefan.
44.
And you said you have two others?
Three others. My twins, Sarabi, she's 21, and Saron, he's 21. And I have a 15-year-old kitty.
It's beautiful. Yes, I know this is tough, man. So it makes it even more glaring when I'm mispronouncing the names. I'm surprised you didn't correct me earlier. So I gather that Stefan has been in trouble since he was in the 8th grade. And I'm just trying to summarize, he doesn't seem to do real well with rules and following rules and regulations. Would you agree or disagree with that statement?
I would agree to an extent.
Okay, so when he ran into trouble originally from the 8th grade, was that before or after he had been removed from your home?
Whoops.
Okay. And admittedly, he went to TYC, right?
Military boot camp. Military boot camp.
Ma'am, I know he dealt with the juvenile probation early on, and I know that that was a step. And he was in the system, and he was going back and forth with that. But ultimately, he ended up going to TYC, didn't he? And for the jury's education, that's the equivalent of juvenile prison, right? And is it accurate, ma'am, that he went there for assaulting a public servant?
Yes, yes.
Is it accurate, ma'am, that is an offense he's committed on more than one occasion? So when I asked you about him struggling with following rules and regulations, he really don't get along with public servants, does he?
No, sir.
How many times, to your knowledge, has he been charged and found true or guilty of having caused some kind of bodily injury to a public servant? How many times?
Probably,
Okay. And you realize the lady that got off the stand right before you and she left, that's an example of a public servant, right? And you heard how he's treated her. As a mom, hearing that he's calling ladies, and I'm going to use the language, he called her bitches and whores. That's your son doing that to another lady. How does that make you feel?
It's almost believable.
It's almost
It's
believable,
almost unbelievable.
even though you know he's had that problem before with other public servants.
Not calling females bitches and hoes. I don't know if I can believe that. I do know he has problems with authority, people yelling at him, getting in his face and stuff like that. You know,
Did that lady that
a
just,
female,
I'm sorry,
yeah, a female to just go to that extent. He's a mama's boy, and he rarely likes to even curse. A female, he has so much love for. So I don't know what happened there.
no,
I
you
don't
weren't,
know
you
what
weren't,
happened.
you weren't there, were you?
You know,
And did she say that she did anything to get it into his face? Right now, when she was just talking to this jury, did she say that she did anything that put herself in his face?
she didn't say that.
No, she didn't, did
No,
she?
she didn't say that.
And the lawyer didn't ask her questions about that, right? So we're going to assume that didn't happen, right? Is it a fair statement that I'm going to make later to this jury that he doesn't follow the rules and regulations of when he was in TYC and when he's been in this jail? Is it true that he's been in this jail for 1,300 days?
But what you said again? 1,300 days?
1,300 is what I've counted here. ma'am.
Okay, in Jefferson County.
Yes, ma'am. Is it true, ma'am, that during that time frame, you've been a good mom? You've gone and seen him almost every week. Am I right? Sometimes twice a week, right? So you've been able to see your son since Jacoby died whenever you wanted to, whenever they would allow you to.
Yes, sir.
You remember when he got this determinate sentence?
Help her out on what that means.
I will, Judge. Let's see if she knew the term first. Do you remember when he got that sentence out of Lee County?
Yes, we were certified as an adult.
Right. You probably thought it was like that. I'll tell you, it's a little bit different. That in our system, juveniles can get certified where they go in front of a grand jury and then the process over to an adult. And then they would appear like a judge like this, and then they would be treated as an adult. Right. There's also what's called a determinate sentencing. Do you remember him receiving a determinate sentence?
I don't know what to do.
I know it's a little different. But I'll tell you what, ma'am. May I approach?
Yes.
I'm gonna put the documents that the jury will see later, that you have a chance to look at it. This is the adjudication or the judgment, and it's legal terminology. It's a determinate sentence. That order for the determinate sentence. And then this over here is the order where he's transferred from the juvenile system over to the adult system. That is it. So I'll back up and ask you that. Do you remember him being in the juvenile system and being ordered to be transferred over to the adult system?
Yes.
So you remember that process. I will tell you that's what a determinate sentence is. Okay. Do you remember the reason why? Why it was that a juvenile in the system, your son, that there was a process where they determined he needed to go from being in TYC to being treated as an adult as he aged and moved over.
He had a assault officer.
He assaulted another officer right there where he was in TYC. And he ended up getting a 4-year sentence.
Yes.
That's what this paperwork is going to show, right?
Yes.
Hold on for a second. The record doesn't show an exhibit number for what you were referring to
Thank you,
as
Judge.
generic paperwork.
Thank you. That's what State's Exhibit 87 that I laid out in front of you. I think this shows the jury, and you've kind of explained your understanding of it, right?
Yes.
All right. When did you get home from this?
March 11th, 2021.
What's the date of the offense that the jury found him guilty of murder? I'll help you out.
December 27, 2000. I mean, 2021 is when he got out.
Right, so 9 months later, he commits the offense of murder.
December 7, 2021.
9 months later, he commits the offense of murder.
But then I'm mistaken because it was must have been 2020. He got out.
Okay. I'll word it this way. Did he manage to stay out of trouble in that time frame, man? Between when he got out and when the murder occurred? Got arrested and spent some time in jail on a charge that ultimately got dismissed, didn't he?
Yes,
That was it. You remember what that offense was? What was it?
he was charged with aggravated assault or something.
Aggravated assault. You remember that it was a woman, a female victim? And your son managed to get bond on that charge, didn't he? You remember when that was?
May of 2021, I believe.
And how soon after he posted that bond were the charges dropped? I'll tell you within 2 months that case came up for trial. Do you remember that? And do you remember that the charges were dropped at that stage? And it was after that, some months later, that this offense occurred. That's what it is.
Nothing further, Jack.
All right, you, we excused now. Thank you. Next, please.
I have a matter outside of the presence of the jury.
Okay, you want to take it up here?
None can.
Okay. All right, we're going to ask a jury to take a break.